And we are live. All right. We're doing it. Steven is in the zone. We're here at AAMCO Transmission. And we're on, oh, here's the moment of truth. A chugga, 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 chugga. A little bit sloppy, but it's good. A chugga, 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 chugga. So we're here today doing some gear lube, and we're doing the transmission on this little angel. What is it, 2018 Tacoma 3.5 liter? And we're here doing that. And Steven is an expert on transmissions, and he does them back to back to back all day long. That's all he does. And does it in his sleep, as a matter of fact. Are you still awake, Steven?
I don't know.
So there she is, completely drained, coming out. Now he's coming in for more. Gonna pop off the fill. Shaboo-boo. Beautiful. There's definitely a little metallic in it, not much. But it's similar to what came out of the Lexus. I did a 2000, it's about normal. Yeah, I did a 2011 Lexus with like 19,000 miles, and it had quite a bit of metallic in it at only like 20,000. So I'm sure it's similar gear lube as Lexus. So how is the day today? Anything interesting?
I hate Fords.
All right.
I hate Fords for the record.
All right. All right, so Steven says he hates Fords. And well, when it comes to the lower end models, Ford product is definitely questionable. The big, you know, the big diesel trucks are decent, right?
Yeah.
They're decent.
The nicer models are definitely better.
All right. So stick with a better Ford if you're going to get one. One I have to contest really surprised me was a 2014 Shelby GT500, which is a 5.8 liter supercharged, makes 662 crank horsepower, bone stock. And the one I drove had cat deletes and an intake and a tune, and it was probably somewhere around, I'm just guessing, 696 wheel, I'm guessing. And just blew my mind. I mean, I couldn't believe how good that Mustang was, or should I say Mustang. But I've never been into Mustangs, but when I drove that Shelby, that changed my life forever. And ever since that day, I actually own a Shelby jacket. You'll see one where I wear it, and it really lives up to the name, that 2014. And to show you how quick that car is, they actually put a taller rear diff in it, and that first gear goes to like 67 miles an hour in first gear just to be able to hook it. And that Shelby's quite a bit faster than a Hellcat, believe it or not. The thing is, with the Hellcat, it's got the better transmission, so it shifts faster and it's quicker in the quarter. But if you're talking just highway pulls, that Shelby's just completely ridiculous. But so here, I'll show you the lube. We're doing some lube in here. We got the AAMCO signature, doing that. And believe it or not, we're doing that after, I think, 5,000 miles. Steven, he just wants to do it early. It's his first new vehicle, and I don't even know what it's like or what it feels like to have a brand new car, but Steven really bought one, and he's being pretty protective over it, and he should be, considering how much a new truck costs.
It's my baby.
It's his baby. So he's getting ready to do some feeling. We got the Easy Pack and Shaboo-boo. And there we go, it's going in. Squeeze her in. And I have some different videos where I do some different handlings on this that inspires confidence, and I show how to mushroom the package and stuff like that. Beautiful technique. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's one in. Should take about 1.8, I'm guessing. 1.9 on this.
It's like 1.5.
1.5, yeah. So he's popping off the seal.
Attempting
and
to.
Yep, he's just popping her off. And then he already trimmed his cap here. Here's your cap. You just trim that with the scissors. And then shaboo-boo. You thread her on and that's it.
Or for politically correct terms, wire cutters.
Yes, wire cutters. The handyman's tool in here.
Or lesbians.
Yes, yes. I like it. I like it. How's it going? Ah,
Oh,
he got his reg. He got his reg, and he's got the same truck. Look at that. Look at that. What are the chances of him having the same truck? That's hard to believe. The same truck goes by. Funny.
He saw mine and left it, so I kept him by one.
Yep. He knows better now. He got a chance to touch it, feel it. And I tell you what, I wouldn't have thought nothing of these Mickey Mouse trucks until he gave me a ride in it and how good it drives. And it's literally like a Cadillac. What was it, about 1.5?
Yeah.
All right. So we put in about 1.5. Now he's going to cork her off and tighten her up. And he's not going to go very tight at all. You only tighten it like, what, 15, 20 pound-feet? Just enough to crush it.
Just a few Ugga-Druggos.
Just a who Ugga-Druggas. I like it. I like it. But this is what, Steven's in here every day battling transmissions, dealing with people of all sorts, and he does it without even thinking. It's like, oh, there she, all right, beautiful. Cleaning her up a little bit. And this thing's got all the skid plates, really, really well built. Keeps it all protected underneath here. He's hitting where he did the motor oil. That's his filter area. Beautiful.
On to the back.
Ah, sweet. I just saw that just popped up for a second. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Steven, definitely ask him. He just does transmissions all day long. I mean, he's a war hero.
Slipping in the slide.
He's a war hero. He is a war hero. Now he's getting ready to tap the rear diff. There she is. And I'm going to just get in here for a second. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to just tap the rear diff. Like that. There we go. And filter's off. The AAMCO filter. Got the beautiful, is that snap-on I see? Snap-on, break-a-ba. All right, beautiful. He's got the big Tonka stuff. Have you guys done the trans yet? Not yet. We're just getting to it. Lee, Eben, and I are gonna have a beer. All right, I like it. There's a couple of comments. I like it. I like it. And there we go. He's cracking her. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. And here she goes.
That looked great.
Beautiful. Wow, that looks a lot better than the Lexus I did. That looks amazing. Ah,
Factory fluid.
all OEM. All right, what's up? Are you doing? I'm going to attempt one, so I love it to see it. Oh, all right, beautiful. Yeah, the doing the trans is pretty easy on these. It's just a couple of bolts. I'll show you what it is real quick, and you'll see in my playlist I have a lot of trans videos that are the same as this. Basically, you drop the pan, and then once you drop the pan, only about 3-4 quarts in this truck come out, and then all you do is throw on the fresh filter, throw a fresh gasket on, bolt her up with all these little bolts. I'll show you all the bolts here. Ah, look at that. So over here to the trans, you got all these little trans bolts. You just pop these guys off. Those look like 10 mil. So you got a bunch of 10 mil. Those all come off. Then you can drain this first. That's a cute little Allen key.
That's actually the fill plug.
That's the fill and
you see it says check.
All right, that's
this
the
is
check.
check and fill. This is drain.
And there's the drain. Yep. So there's the check and fill, and then there's the drain. And when you drain it, maybe like 3 quarts come out, and then once you drop it, you might get another quart out. And it's really, really easy. And if you want to see how to do this one, you can. Oh yeah, I got myself. Watch yourself. I fucking hit my head too. Oh, did I just say the fuck word? I don't think I ever said the fuck word the first time on the channel. I can't believe I just did that. Uh-oh, it's just mechanic talk, I think. Uh-oh. Now what are we gonna do? So, like I said, it's really easy to do that trans. You definitely want to do it in a pit or on a lift. It's a lot more convenient. And you also want to just watch a few videos of mine. If you go to the playlist section, you can click on playlist, you'll see transmission. And a lot of the Mercedes are like this. You fill them from the bottom. A lot of the Lexus are like this. This is a Toyota. But it's interesting how they're all different. You just never know what you're going to be getting into with it. But definitely not the hardest transmission, so nothing to fret about. Let's see here if we have any other questions here. Let's see. Comments. What do we have? What's up? Live all messages are I am going to attempt. Have you Eben and Jeff? Jeff Venner. By the way, the small engine oil is excellent. All right. I got an 03 Ford E250 with 300,000 miles and really enjoy it. Oh, all right. So yeah, what's an E250? I don't even know what that is.
E250 is it's the van lines. It's the heavy duty vans like cargo vans,
all right.
passenger vans.
So those are exceptions. All right. So once again, when it comes to Ford product, there are a few exceptions, right, Steven?
It's essentially it's a van on a truck chassis.
All right, so all it is just a heavy-duty truck, and I mean they're pretty good Tonka trucks. You know, I like Chevy a lot. You know, I got to be honest. I would say the Ford probably rides the best. That sucker, they ride like a Cadillac.
That differential's out of an E350.
All right, this rear diff right here is out of an E350. But here's some old stuff that popped. What was the failure, Steven? What was the failure? Ring and pinion. And how could you prevent that, Steven?
Service your rear end normally.
Service your rear diff. That's it. So all you do is do this right here. You love your car? This is what you do. Listen to the sound of that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, amazing. Let's see, Matt, heading your way now. All right. Cool. Brian, what's up? How's it going, Brian? Thanks for checking this out. I got a 03, pup-it-a-pup, pup-it-a-pup, Jeff, Brian, Lee, Chris, let's see, Jeff, nice, GM, just killed a bunch of American jobs and shipped to China. Won't buy another GM product. Yep, I know the feeling, yeah, when you have all these, you know, different places that are making products, it's technical stuff, but you know, for me, I've always been old school. I buy a lot of older cars. You know, my C5 Corvette was a 2004, so that was back whenever. But yeah, it's interesting, all the outsourcing that they still do, and you know, some stuff's I'm sure for good reason, but you know, it is what it is. Now Steven's getting ready to go bag number 2. This should probably take what, 2.5?
I think this one takes closer to 3.
All right, so he's got an oversized rear diff, and this is bag number 2 going in.
Technically 1.5.
All right, technically 1.5. Is he used the other bag? Beautiful technique. Beautiful. Amazing. So that's 2.5. Steven's gonna take a call.
Hello.
Pops. That's the boss.
Yes, I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Uh-huh. The shop's still here. Yep. Shop's not burnt down yet. Nope. It's still here. All right. We're okay. Ah, look at the packages there. Look at that. Look at that. What was he just making sure everybody's still in one piece?
That and making sure that my side project was done.
Awesome. It's nice of them to let you service your vehicles. There's the peeling technique. Ah,
Don't need
beautiful.
no stinking knife.
Yep. Steven's got great hands, and he just demonstrated no knife needed.
Soft and supple.
Soft and supple, and has control. Beautiful. Let's see what other questions we got. GM, C question above. C question, Chris Ryan. Hey Chris, Mark Lewis, I have a question. Let's hear it, Mark. Happy to answer any questions, Mark. Beautiful. So now we're at 2.5 or 3.5?
That's 2.5.
That's 2.5. All right. So yeah, on the differential, if you want to do it on a truck like this, about every what, 20 to 40, something like that.
60 normally, but I figured might as well. It ain't gonna hurt.
Yep. So 60 normally, and that's like highway. You know, if you're doing a lot of city and the high heat out here, like today, believe it or not, it's really 103 here in Henderson. And we've got the swamp cooler over here just to show you how you stay in one piece. There it is. Coming over here. And that's where it all comes right there. All right. So we're back over here. Steven's doing bag number 3. She should be coming around the corner here. She should be about 3 even, so it should start coming out. Let's see.
I think this one holds about 4.
Oh my God! Wow!
Between the front and the rear, I
Wow.
bought 6 quarts.
Wow! So to do this, all right. What do we have? My friend has a 2018 Dodge Hellcat. He's been having problems with oil consumption. How do we fix? That is a beautiful question, Mock. And how to fix that oil consumption issue is as easy as pie. I just did my last video on engine flush, and you'll see that's my friend Steven, another Steven. That's his, what did we do? He had a Tacoma too. Steven on Steven, both had Tacomas, and all you do is... Yes.
2018, I can take it back to the dealer.
So Steven said if it's consuming the oil, you take it back to the dealer, but there's one problem, they're gonna box you out. So basically they're gonna tell you about how they don't know you anymore. After they tell you that they don't know you, then they're gonna ask, well, let's see if we can fix it. They're gonna doodle around with your car a little bit, and then they're gonna tell you oil consumption is completely normal. Short story short, you're gonna end up leaving, maybe with a cheap doggy scraps rental car that's got all kinds of hair in it and dog smells, and it's just going to end really terrible. So that's where that'll go. So you just don't do that.
It would be worthwhile. You know, you don't know until you try it. If it's under warranty, it's under warranty. But excessive oil consumption, definitely.
So how
I've seen cams go flat in fact, a family member of mine had a cam go flat. She got a brand new engine. But just double check with them, and if not, then we can pursue other avenues.
Definitely, it's you can do that. You know, the unfortunate thing is nowadays with warranties, if the car still moves, basically it's not broke yet. So they're going to go, well, you can just put more oil in it, and you can fix the problem, and you're not low on oil. So that's what they're going to tell you, you know, and I know that because I worked at all the dealerships, and I don't want to get into details about it, but I worked at all the dealerships. And but short story short, you just do an engine flush. You want to do some PI cleaner because you're getting blow by, so you're losing compression with the valves. And you have all this crusty burnt oil because of how much heat that blower makes. Those Hellcats make tremendous heat, and they're serious heavy-duty service. So even with AAMCO, you would only go like 15,000 miles on an oil change with because those blowers. And I'd be willing to bet that Hellcat only takes like 6 or 7 quarts. It probably doesn't take 10 or 11. Some of the really good cars, they have a dry sump system, but I really don't know. Do you know if the Hellcat is a dry sump?
No.
I don't know. It's not. Yeah, so that sucker only takes like 6 or 7 quarts. So I mean, think if you burn a quart, now you're only running 6 quarts in a huge monster engine. Then you burn 2 quarts, now you're only running like 5 quarts. So before you know it, you got no oil in it. Next thing you know, you see smoke and you're not moving anywhere. And believe it or not, that can happen in like 10,000 miles. You know, out here in Vegas, you could have a Hellcat and you burn a little bit of oil. Next thing you know, whoop, that's it. There goes a probably what, $17,000 engine, Steven?
More than that.
Oh, I'm off. I screwed up.
21. 30 grand or more. You can buy the crate motor. You can buy the Elephant crate motor. Take that back. Elephant's 30 grand or so. Hellcat motor probably 20,000.
21.
25 grand.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. 21,000 bucks for a new Hellcat engine. Now Steven's gonna tighten her up. Beautiful. A little double check. All right. So that's how you tap a rear diff. Easy as pie. Now what do we do, Steve? All right, we're doing the trans. We're doing the trans. We're putting in some 100% synthetic ATF. This is signature fuel efficient. So this is the thinner viscosity, and it's really robust, super detergents. And you say, well, what do the detergents do? That's going to keep the oil from thickening and clotting up. And to give you an idea how good this is about 4 times better than OEM, because you can do double the severe service than a original equipment. So basically double the severe service. That means that when your oil is really overheated, it oxidizes twice as fast for every 18 degrees hotter. So basically, when you're towing, you're plowing snow, when you're doing race car driving, driving out in the desert like Steven does when it's 121 degrees at Death Valley, you really do that stuff in the desert, don't you, Steven?
I have the truck out in the dunes a few times.
So he takes it out in the dunes. What are the temperatures out there in the dunes sometimes?
Depending on the time of year, but if it's 120 degrees here in Vegas, it can get 125 plus up there in Death Valley. Now,
So-
that's where Dumont's at.
So Dumont, so he's out there in the battlefields. I don't know how he does it, but
I go in the winter, that's how.
all right. So he's got secrets. He goes in the winter. All right, geez. And he's just getting every drop of gear lube out. You can see how important it is to use that liquid gold. I mean,
Yeah, liquid gold, that's right.
you can't turn it down. You can't leave any to waste. He's just scrapping.
Consolidating into one.
Consolidate. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. And if you guys love this stuff, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, just passing by, definitely subscribe. We're going to get you a lot of information on protecting your trans, differentials, protecting your motors. It's really important stuff, you know. It could be $20,000 important, depending on the car. So, and you know, you check your fluids all the time if you can. So there's the fuel efficient ATF. good for quite a bit. Specifications, basically all the new cars take this. And Steven's still just relaxed pouring, doing a beautiful pour. Beautiful. Ah, look at that technique. A master craftsman. So when was your first time you worked on a vehicle, Steven?
I've been running in and out of here since I was 10.
All right, and you're what, 25?
22.
22, all right. So Steven's been in the fields here for over 10 years. Beautiful pour.
Built today.
It's okay. So yeah, this is the motor oil. We're getting ready to... Whoop.
Oh, you broke it.
I broke it. Oh my God. There's the breaker bar. I just broke a breaker bar. BBB. Breaking the breaker bar. So we got the signature 0W20 we're putting in the motor. Good for up to 25,000 miles, 700 idling hours or 1 year. Beautiful. We got the back. A little bit about how big of a deal it is. Shaboo-boo, shaboo-boo. So that's what's going in. 100% synthetic, unlike a lot of the full synthetics. This is about 4 times better than the best Mobile One. And just doesn't burn off. Burns off at about half the rate. And it doesn't thicken, so you get better gas mileage. You get better compression. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. If you want to learn more about it, in the description section, I'll put a little graph on it so you can look at all the information on it. It's all the industry standard tests. It's not a test that someone just paid for, or it's a third-party, independent, industry standard test that every single motor oil goes through. So it's not like someone's just saying it out of their garage, or they're just doing their own testing at AAMCO. It's actual testing from a laboratory that's all they do is test all the manufacturer's oil. So we're having loads of fun here today. At least we got the swamp cooler. We don't have to worry. It's probably like 102 to 105 right now.
Point that thing back over there.
Oh yeah, yep. So Steven's gonna stick her back where she belongs. Boom. He's putting her over here. Look at that. He's flying. And yeah. AAMCO Transmission. So if you're a local here in Las Vegas, this is the sweet spot. Steven's a great guy. Does this stuff in his sleep, like I said. If you need any help with your transmission, that's the sweet spot right there. All right. Coming back inside. Now we're getting ready to drain her down. So he's just cracking her loose. How many mil socket is that?
14.
14 mil. And the trans looks good. It's doesn't look oxidized really. And it should at that mileage. It should look pretty good. What are you thinking, Steve? You smelling? You got a sniffer.
I'm happy.
It's got the okay.
I'm happy.
It's a great nose he's got. You got to trust the nose. Trust the nose. And there she goes. Oh, we got questions. What do we got? We got, my friend has a 2018 Dodge Hellcat. He's been having oil problem. All right, I got that one. Any advice for dealer trying to get more customers? I'm a dealer, said in Idaho. Any advice for a dealer trying to get more customers? I don't know it. All right.
As an AMSOIL dealer?
As an AMSOIL dealer, I'm assuming.
That would be my guess.
I would say get some brochures and give them to 1 million people that have a diesel truck, and just do tons and tons of thousands of diesel trucks.
Go to public events. Go to car shows.
Go to car shows. Get out there in the battlefield.
Spread the word out. Get some business cards made.
Yep. Do some videos.
Do like he does.
Do
Make
some videos.
Get some customer testimony.
I like it. I got here.
I like the product. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be using it, and I wouldn't be on the camera. So
there you go. What is this? Have done the transmission yet? I'm just now tuning in. All right, we're doing the transmission now. Just got my oil Monday, changed it myself for the first time. GM says I should change at 7,500, but I was doing it at 5K. It was 0W20 Signature Series. I change it at 15K? Yeah, you're fine for 15K. That's fine under severe service. Check your oil as the year goes by. Don't just set it and forget it and not look at it. You know, inspect your oil all the time. Just inspect your transmission fluid, right?
you want to inspect the whole vehicle.
Inspect your whole vehicle. Check your brakes. Steven's rotating his tires. He's got drums in the back. That keeps rocks out of the back brakes, so that's important. He just got done brake cleaning the rotors. The rotors are nice and clean now. Boom. And now he's got his little really good snap-on tool. That saves a lot of time. Gonna pop that cute little pan off. We got some other questions. We got a, what do we got there? We got can use AAMCO to fix the problem. Can use AAMCO to fix the problem. Clean flush, yes. Engine transmission flush. Where are you? Matt. I'm here at AAMCO Transmission on American Pacific
Henderson, Nevada.
in Henderson, Nevada. It's, what's the shop address?
1241 American Pacific Drive.
1241 American Pacific Drive. And Matt is a good subscriber of mine that asked that. We're over here because Jeff had to work later. So just trying to work around this light and everything. Yeah, so Jeff had to work late, so we couldn't do it there. So I had to do this because Steven is going on a trip. And because he's going on a trip, we wanted to make sure he's able to capture this fuel mileage difference and take good care of this beautiful truck, because it's a serious investment, and he really bought a new truck. I mean, that takes a lot of guts. I have to give it to him. I don't have enough guts to buy a new vehicle. I just couldn't do it, but he actually went all the way, and now it's time to just do what's right and take care of it. Now he's throwing on the drain bolt. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And like I mentioned earlier, if you love this stuff, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps out the channel, you know. And if you're new here, you're just getting your toes wet, subscribe. You can watch this stuff later, so you can really take care of your car. And there we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's the tranny. Nice plastic pan. These are all the magnets that hold all kinds of metallic. See the metallic? So you wipe off all these little magnets. This is the gasket. The gasket looks to be built in the pan really well. Great construction and lots of magnets to catch metallic. And then the rest of the metallic is in that filter. So Steven's gonna go ahead and wipe up the perimeters and stuff like that. And then we're gonna take, I believe, a 10 mil socket, and we should be dropping off this cute little filter. And a lot of people, you know, it's very important to change that filter, believe it or not. That filter is so important because as it catches all these metallic and all the particles from the trans, the flow can slow down and you'll get these delayed shifts. So if you have delayed shifts, or your vehicle just doesn't seem to be shifting just right, absolutely change the fluid and filter right away. You don't have to flush it or nothing, but definitely change the fluid, change the filter, and you'll be happy you did. And if you want to try the AAMCO oil, I have my personal preferred customer link, so I'll get credit for it. If you want to try this stuff, you can click the link in the comments section below, or you can go to one of my other videos. You'll see it in all the comment sections and in the description section below. And I have it on the link. You'll see it on my front of my YouTube channel. You'll see my link there too, and in the about page and everywhere else. So what are those cute little guys, 10 mil? So all those bolts are 10 mil. They keep it pretty darn consistent, which is good. I like that when they just keep it 10 mil. You don't have to keep changing out tools. So we got the pan off. Now he's dropping the filter. What is it, a triangle? It's just 3 bolts for the filter.
Yeah.
Got the 3 bolts popping off. And I love pulling off the filters. It's a lot of fun because it's like a scary movie. There's always one more scare. The killer comes back to life. It just drops its load. There we go. This is the part that's gives you a little bit of a rush. Whoa! There we are. It's like one more good scare. You just never know when the killer's coming around the corner. Steven's like, he's shaking his head like it.
Ruined a good shirt.
He just completely destroyed his shirt. Look at that. Ah, it's a black shirt, Steven. You're fine. It's a black shirt. I didn't ruin it. He's funny. He's a funny guy. Funny guy. But there's all your, what are these little valve bodies and what the hell, what is all this stuff? This stuff that the wires are connected to.
I'll explain it.
He's going to explain. But basically the fluid has to go through all that stuff and you got to keep it clean.
This whole assembly
All right. That whole
is the
assembly.
valve body.
That's the valve body. All right.
The valve body is what directs fluid flow throughout the transmission
All right.
to achieve your shifts when you need them. Forward, reverse, first through sixth,
All right.
first through 10 if you got a 10 speed.
All right.
What these solenoids do is they move the valves in the valve body to direct the fluid flow.
Beautiful.
So depending on how fast you're going, how much throttle, how much load, the computer will send a signal saying I need to be on 3rd gear. It'll activate the solenoid for 3rd gear, transmission shifts, and you're on your happy way.
Beautiful.
Keeping good, fresh, clean fluid is essential to making sure these valves and solenoids move smoothly and freely throughout the life of the transmission.
Oh, wow. All right. We got Lee Carley. He said he's running the 530 diesel and he picked up 2.5 miles a gallon. That's amazing. And I'm sure he did the diesel injector clean, which is really important. That cleans the whole fuel system and it cleans your cylinders out, gets the carbon out of there, lubricates top head cylinder lubricant, really runs smoother. And man, just the diesel clean can pick you up 1 mile, 2 miles a gallon. And then an oil change, and you're going to end up at about 2.5 miles a gallon better. You can definitely get that. Which for a diesel truck, that's like, what is that, 15, 20%? I mean, it can get there. It's pretty nutty. So we're going to be doing a huge, now are we going to replace that, Steven?
I'm just taking it off so I can throw the pan in the washer.
All right, he's going to throw
That's a reusable gasket.
That's what I thought, reusable gasket, and Toyota does that, pretty good quality stuff. Now, Toyota's one of the best trans, right? They're pretty good.
I don't see a lot of them. That's why I bought a Toyota.
All right, Steven knows better.
I see a lot of Ford, Dodge, and Chevy.
All right, Steven sees a lot of Ford, Dodge, and Chevy. So there you go, you know what to buy. If you're going to spend the money, get the good stuff. Coming in for the pan. Ah, look at those cute little magnets. Just getting the metallic off. Beautiful. Ah, beautiful. So this is what it's like to be in a shop doing transmissions day in and day out. It's just nice, leisurely, relaxed work. Sometimes, all right. Kind of like painting a mural or something like that. We're not sniffing any paint here though, just trans fluid. No, we're not sniffing nothing. We're just getting stuff done. Ah, there's the sweet spot. He keeps the magnets right there. One magnet at a time. Beautiful. Just cleaning them up. So what's your favorite part about doing transmission, Steven? What do you love most about your career as a transmission serviceman?
helping people out, I'd say, is the best part about it. The satisfaction of seeing somebody drive away with a vehicle that wasn't driving.
I like that.
I like to help people out when I can. And that's what we do here, is help people out.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Keeping that vehicle a chugging forward. All right, got a clean pan and let's do her. Just spill out a little bit of the rest. Then I think it's time to go ahead and clean her up.
Put her in the dishwasher.
Let's stick her in the dishwasher. Let's see how he does it. Oh my God, it's literally a dishwasher. Oh my God, I didn't know you have that here. So you turn it on, huh? You stick it face down, goes down inside this box. You close the box.
And that's it.
And that's it, set it and forget it.
Set it, forget it.
Oh my God, and there it's coming out right here. What's in there circulating?
Water and detergent.
Water and detergent, all right. There we go.
That's the detergent here.
That's the detergent right here. It's like, it's literally a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Dishwasher soap. So instead of doing it by hand, a good industrial trans shop has a dishwasher. Beautiful. All right. So now what do we do, Steven?
Clean up the gasket, get all the dirt off of it.
All right. So now he's keeping his hands clean. Now, are you gone rubberless today? Do you usually wear rubbers when you're doing this stuff?
Depends. When it's hot and sweaty, no.
All right.
When it's cold, yes.
All right.
Rubber gloves make your hands sweat, and then it's like wearing water balloons. And I'm not joking.
It's true. Now, if you want to
Take
be...
your gloves off, and it's like took your hands out of a sink.
It is, and it's a sweaty... Up. Whoa, shit. Whoa. Holy cow. Look at that. What happened, Steven?
Looks like the drain portion's a little plugged up for the...
All right, small accident, but I can guarantee a happy ending once that trans fluid's back in there, fresh filter, and we go and drive this little angel. It's gonna be like artwork. Look at that. Wow. How often do you have a splooging over accident?
Not often.
Once a month?
If that.
If that. All right, so we had a chance to see something unusual.
It just means it's time to clean it.
All right, so you just wait until it pops its load and then you clean her up, huh?
I like to clean it sooner than that.
All right.
When you're so busy, you don't have time to sometimes.
That's how many transmissions Steven does here, for real. I saw the shop backed up, what, 7 cars deep?
Oh, we probably got 15, 20 cars here right now.
15, 20 cars. So that just gives you an idea of how often people take care of their transmission.
Never. They always want to wait till there's a problem.
So, there it is from a master craftsman itself. Let's see what other we got. Live chat, running the 530. Eben, I really enjoy your videos, brother. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Eddie. Good man. Good man. We're just keep pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. All right. Well, we're coming up on about 40 minutes. I don't even know where my phone's at.
It's been that long? Wow.
Yeah, my phone's at 28%, and I'm freestyling, so I don't want to pop. I don't want the phone to overheat. It's really hot right now. So on account of what do we got going on? What do we got? Let's go explore. Let's find out. What do you on account of the phone dying on me here any second because it's putting a lot of load on it. I think we're going to cap her off here. So figure what the heck, I'll just show you basically how we're going to finish this trans, and then we'll be doing a follow-up video with Steven, getting his reaction to the way the fluid flows, how it shifts, everything else. But so he's going to finish cleaning this. Then he would take the pan out of the dishwasher, and then he's going to bolt it back up here. He's going to put a new filter on after that, and then it's going to get filled from underneath the bolt, and that's pretty much it. You get the trans fluid up to what, like 100 degrees, and it drains out.
No, you don't even have to get it hot for the most part because you pull the pan off.
Yeah,
It's not like you got to get it all out of the little hole.
exactly. So you just fill it up until she overflows, right?
You fill it up once it starts to, and you take the pump off. Once it starts to run out of the fill port, you know it's full.
Cork her up.
Always do it with the engine running, however.
All right, so you always do
Not
it.
like a motor oil.
All right, so you always do it with the engine running. When you cork up the fill hole on the trans, and once it runs out, that means it's full, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to be capping her off right now. Wanted to thank you guys for thank each and every one of you for checking out my channel and for coming on over to AAMCO. Steven's a great guy, and yeah, I mean, if you check out his Facebook, all he does is work on his car, his personal car, and he works here all day. And he's the best transmission guy I know, so this is the sweet spot. And that just about sums it up. If you enjoy it, definitely give it a like, a share. Share the Thursday Night Live with your friends if they're into cars and taking care of their stuff. And that pretty much sums it up. I'll put a little link in the corner to the transmission fluid change playlist I have. I think I've done about 30 or 40 transmissions from diesel trucks, cars, you name it, pretty much all of them. And definitely check out that playlist. Stick up a motor oil, engine flush playlist if you have any oil consumption problems. And that pretty much sums it up. So we will see you next time on synthetic oil protection. Let's see if there's anything else Steven wants to add. Steven, anything you want to add to everybody before we cap her off here?
Thanks for joining us. If you ever need anything done, you can find us here in Henderson, Nevada. There are like 800 AAMCO locations across the country, wherever you may be. Service your vehicle regularly and he'll treat you right.
All right. You guys heard it from the master. We'll see ya.